Hello, my name is Luke Gezovich, and I am a graduate STEM communication designer with the Writing Center here at the Colorado School of Mines. In this video, I will be discussing science and public relations. Communicating your science is sometimes just as or more important than the research itself. This is especially true for performing public relations with STEM topics. Most people do not understand the technical details and jargon associated with your work. Thus, you need to make sure your work is understandable and relatable to the public. It is important to consider the audience's point of view when communicating STEM topics in public relations. Always consider the audience you are communicating with. Your audience may include fellow researchers, government agencies, companies, organizations, or even students from grade school to the undergraduate level. Try to frame your work through their point of view. For example, a podcast of your research for a scientific organization would involve more technical terminology than a video lecture for grade school students. One effective method to communicate to a non-STEM audience is through storytelling. You can utilize storytelling to intertwine culture, history, or common experiences of an audience with the science that is being done. For example, if you are performing meteorological research in the Southwest, consider connecting your research with the indigenous tribal nations and their water resource management. You may also want to consider other methods to communicate to a non-STEM audience by using social media to briefly and succinctly highlight major research findings and implications of your work. Some examples of different multimodal communication techniques that can be applied to research for the purpose of science and public relations and communication include apps, articles, blogs, engagement, images, outreach, podcasts, social media, storytelling, and websites. Check out the attached handout for more information on each of these communication techniques. Many of these communication methods can be combined to generate effective public relations. For example, a research website can host a blog, written articles, while social media can be used to display images and announcements for outreach events. Try to be creative. Think about what methods would make you more interested in learning about your work. If your research involves imagery or photographs, consider using social media to share these images with others. Likewise, if you have a personal or cultural connection to your research, or the audience has similar connections to your work, consider utilizing storytelling as a method to share your research with the public.